Welcome on the DeadwoodJedi. I have on the channel with me today Mr. YST. We decided to meet up and talk because it's been way too long. So, sir, I say on behalf of all of the viewers and myself, thank you for coming on and hanging out with us today.
Anytime, just like Thanos said, the inevitable. This was supposed to happen. I missed you, man. How's it going?
I missed you too. I'm doing well. I'm doing okay. I think it's been a long time. You're working with the HH Gaming now. Your channel's always popping off. You're always putting out new videos and stuff. And
I think I'm out there in Vegas with you.
Yeah.
With you,
we did meet up in Vegas, which was a blast.
Yeah.
That was so much fun. So yeah. Anyway, guys, let's see. It's been a minute since I've actually had a video on my channel, but we're looking at the free to play. If you want to kind of get an idea of like generally where we're at, we just did a video on YST's channel, so you should go check that out. It'll be linked down below. But yeah, it was a very fun little conversation. We hung out for a minute, kind of caught up with each other on where our individual accounts are, where the team competition is, that kind of stuff. But during the course of that, YST decided to give me a little shade for the fact that I still haven't beaten Bommal 90 on the Doom Tower rotation, despite my amazing group of champions, apparently. And so he's here to we're gonna take a little time, and hopefully he's gonna help me improve this number here that I have going on, and we'll kind of go from there and see what other shenanigans we get into. But yeah, man, I mean, I don't know, you got any amazing suggestions?
Right, straight away, like me and Bommal, I said it on my channel as well, like we get along. Sometimes we go for a little walk in the park, we go to museums from time to time, like we're good friends, right? But when I seen your champions and you were telling me I've not beat Bommal yet, I'm stuck on 90, I was like, there is no way that you have got Vogoth and Geomancer and you're struggling with this. So hopefully we can just annihilate him first time, no worries, and we'll be good to go, man.
Right. Well, yeah, I think if anybody's gonna, I mean, I don't know. You definitely have you are the expert, I would say, when it comes to this particular dungeon, these particular champions and stuff. So the way I just go through it generally is try to beat this as best I can. Usually isn't an issue with the waves here. We'll do the showcase run here of how I fail. And then basically I'm just trying to kill everything the best I can, and, not die in the process. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just kind of running through here. Doesn't always work out super great, as you can see, but
those counterattacks from the coroners are brutal. It's like, do you know there's someone over at Plarium, right? They're just setting us up. It's like they put coroners in there. There's one with like 3 Duchess in it, and you're like, is the boss not hard enough, Reed?
Dude, they do that all the time. I don't know why, but yeah, it seems like always leading up to the boss is as frustrating and difficult as any other part of the game. But yeah, there you go. Got him. We're taking a little bit of damage, but it's nothing too major. And I don't know that I care about that skill, but we can whap him. At least they don't deal enough damage where it's really worrying me. That's the good part. So we're full health, heals are reset. All right, so
for this boss, right, just in general, the way that I would like to break it down is he's going to do a double attack in his first phase, right? So for players out there that have Brimstone, I would kind of like to, if you're struggling with this, I would re-roll the dice to maybe your first attack to be placing that, because you're going to get 2 immediate hits of Brimstone, and it just alleviates like bad issues. But what you want to do here is not place any buffs at all, because once he removes those, bombs absolutely everywhere. He's having a happy time. So I'll be doing like A2s, A1s, whatever that may be, right?
All right, we didn't get the Brimstone, but we can at least run through it so you can see where I'm at going through
You'll be good. And then here, honestly, I wouldn't place the burns here. I would wait. Personally.
Okay.
I would, because he's going to drop down a dread bomb, and he's also going to do a double turn, so your burns are going to wear off. So I'd rather place it just before the dread bombs explode, a bit later on.
And this is why we bring the expert in here.
That's Evil Eye Masteries, right? Evil.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. It's all right. We love that with. So now I would place the burn on, because now we're going to have loads of bombs ready to explode, and you should be able to just wipe them out.
I can use my buffs now too, right?
Yeah, buffs, A3s, A2s, whatever you like now, yeah.
Perfect.
There's your
got the
smite.
brimstone.
You get one of them. It's nice.
Hey, I get one of them. That's fair. Ally protect next, and then burn
on there. Yep. And now we got loads of dread bombs. Juicy. This is what we want to see.
Okay. Me too. Boom. And now
you can probably put your unkillable up for now, but get a bit of block debuffs so you don't keep getting stunned.
Right.
Because those stun chains, they're absolutely annoying, right?
They are not fun.
Look at that damage. You're gonna one-shot it. Watch this. Look at that. Look at that.
Wow.
It's just
wow.
And now you got this unkillable on just before those dread bombs, so everyone's alive and you can recoup through your leech debuff.
Okay,
so you can drop another dread bomb. Yeah. Reduce it again, yeah. We just want as many dread bombs as possible here.
Was not able to do that.
He's gonna drop 2 more anyway.
Ally protection?
Yep, I would put that on just in case your Rathalos dies, because you need to heal here. Oh, you're good. Yep. There we go. All right, so from here, we're just going to do Rathalos, as much attacks as you can in this quick time, and it's finished. Because you still got 3 cycles of Dread Bomb, so A2s as many times as possible. There we go. Okay. Nice.
I'm nervous. No,
you got it. You just need a big smack here.
Oh there we go. Finished. God! YST!
I told you.
YST!
We love Bommal.
Wow, bro. Wow.
Yeah.
Instantly. He literally said, hey, we'll get through it. We'll get through it. One shot, he says, and he delivers. Wow.
Let's go.
Dude, that's massive. You know the biggest part about that?
We got Void Shard, Painkeeper.
We got a Void Shard. Yeah. I know the champion chase coming up. Do I care? I do not. Celebrating. We're celebrating with you right now. Painkeeper.
Here it comes. Oh, that's not a Painkeeper raid. That's hollow.
Hollow? Oh, you know what? Damn. I'm such an idiot. We should have waited a day.
The 2x voids, isn't it? No, but the thing is, you're chasing a rare though, right? You want your Painkeeper, so.
Yeah, but I don't want a hollow. If I'm not going to get a Painkeeper, I'd much rather get somebody helpful. I could have taken a Demitha. Yeah. That would have been fine, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, to be fair, you are gonna, if you can go through the Doom Tower now and get to stage 120, that's another Void Shard, right?
True. That is absolutely massive if I can pull that off. Yeah, that would be huge if I could do that. Well, I'm shocked that was so easily done. I feel I'm a little bit embarrassed right now.
This is the thing, like on my account, right? Because I don't have the Geomancers or the Vogoth, so I couldn't survive those hits. But it's all about timing your skills, understanding when the boss is going to be doing certain things, and like placing that Geomancer burn at the start was a bad decision because
you're going to have
doing. You have your debuffs worn off. Yeah. So
it's always about understanding the mechanics fully, which is always something that I'm like I kind of understand. Yeah. I'm like, I can get through this because I've done it before. And then you get down to like, oh, brass tacks, I got to actually make this happen. And it's like, oh, right, let me reevaluate this and see where I'm at here. Always a little bit tricky. Yeah, wow. Dude, I'm like on a high right now. I just didn't think we'd be able to do that.
Do you know what it is? It's like when I was doing the Cornelia strategy, was it like a year or 2 ago, I spent so much time studying the mechanics, and then since then I was just like, that's why I said he's my best friend. We go to the park sometimes, right?
Yeah, dude, that was, I think, brilliant, like your Cornelia strategy, and like just the way that
they ruined it though. Did you see they nerfed it? And I was like, no, there's no way they did, because they nerfed the frenzy gear, right? And the way that I speed it was, dude. It was like, you would take damage from the 40% max HP Dread Bomb, and then you would cut in, put the sleep on yourself, and then heal from the second one. But now it's on debuffs, not damage. Yeah,
I know. I was doing the same thing with Master Butcher. Completely nerfed it, and just, I mean, not completely, but it hurt. It hurt a lot. I was like, it's funny that they did that too. It seems like that was the one. I remember when that gear change came out, and everyone's like, "Why? Like, why of all the things is this the one?"
I don't think anyone even uses. Like, let us know in the comments, guys. Does anyone actually use the new frenzy gear? Which I think it fills upon debuffs placed on your champions. I just don't think it has that much value, honestly.
I don't think anybody uses it, right? Like, I can't imagine. Are you farming on your free to play? Are you farming? Which stage of the Doom Tower are you farming?
I'm farming at the moment 110 for Guardian gear.
Okay. Yeah, I've been doing Griffin too.
Yeah,
110. Oh, that's gonna be nice.
Do you know what it is? It's like lethal gear is obviously the best thing to do, but I don't think I can. It
Auto
depends.
farm
I've not. I think I can auto farm it now with Man-Eater, but I'd have to actually beat it first because I have to wait till tomorrow. I got one day because I've run out of keys because of Bommal. It kind of halted me, and now I'm like a day behind every boss. It's a bit annoying. But hopefully we can get a bit of lethal gear, get it on a damage dealer or something. That could be pretty cool.
That'd be pretty great. I was thinking about that when it came around because obviously it's the best. It's the best time to farm Doom Tower. But I can't. I was looking at it. I was like, I don't know that I can do this on the free to play. Like, I just don't think I can farm that. I could manual it all the time, but like it was a trick to manual it the first time, and have to do it again would be a little bit iffy because I always struggled with actually killing my copies. Is always the toughest part. I'm like, well, can't use Vogoth, can't use Miscreated Monster.
Do you know what? Do you know what I used to do with that? I use with Rathalos, right? What I would do is time the 5th ability. So with the passive, with the 200% more damage, I would make sure he does 4 attacks on the waves and nothing more. And then when it comes up against the Dark Faders, boom, just wipe out everything. That was like the only way I could do it because I didn't have a proper speeching going, I guess.
Yeah, that's a great way to go about it, though. Honestly, if you can make that work, which is a little bit of the trick, is making that work.
The hardest thing though was, I think harder than this rotation was trying to beat the first rotation in 30 days. That was wild. There was honestly a point where I thought I wouldn't do it. Eternal Dragon, right, on that final stage was, oh my God, I was
but
there
you did
rushing
it, right?
to yeah, I think 6 people from the community did it, and I think I was the only one from the creators that did it. It was really, really a small pool of people. I think Mullet Reaver was just a day short. He was like, one more day he could have done it as well. But it was very limited on that first rotation, yeah.
It's hard. It's definitely hard, and it was something I didn't even contemplate.
Do you know what it is? Usually, right, with Eternal Dragon, it's like you place usually you got like a Geomancer, you burn him down, or you got Vogos, whatever that may be. But I actually had to sit there and do the mechanic thing again because killing the priest, get our cooldowns back, and then kill the other priest so he doesn't heal, and then try and cleanse off the block active skills. Yeah. I was like, damn, this boss is probably... Honestly, I think it's one of the most innovative bosses in this game, Eternal Dragon. Probably one of the toughest as well to grasp your head around. There's so much going on.
When it first came out, it was absolutely brutal to deal with. And the biggest part is, you're right, you have to kill that priest and reset your cooldowns. But you also can't ignore the ads either. So you end up spending half your time killing all the support, and then you can focus on the boss. And it's incredibly tough early on. If you don't have, I think this is the earliest part of things is like, do I have the damage dealers? One of the biggest things I've been missing on my account, like I saw, you have a Stag Knight, which I would kill for.
Amazing champ, yeah.
But like, I don't have AoE decreased attack or decreased defense or decreased speed.
No, like, AoE decreased defense as well.
I don't.
You know I want to see your champions. I've not seen your account yet, like properly.
Oh yeah. Well, let me crush this little
cooking this Doom Tower.
you know what I mean? Look, you opened this up. You allowed this to happen. So I only have you to thank, and I want to be able to showcase the glory of it all. That's fine. We'll just come back here. There's no.
You have to finish that one now. You're like right there.
It's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. It's on auto. It's not going anywhere.
Guys, he says this right, and then on his next video, he's going to be on stage 92 of the Doom Tower. Nothing changed.
Guys, I can't get past the stage. I need that YST
what's
back
that?
here.
Is that? Can I see like 5 miscreated monsters? Is that what I'm seeing there? Oh
no, you see one. Yeah, I got. I hate you, God. Oh man, bringing that up. The pain point.
I wrote it in your comments, right? And it had like a bombardment of likes on it. I kept getting notifications like this person liked your comment. I was like, damn, people really like that comment. The dad jokes.
It was fantastic. So I have. So it's not technically true. I do have 2 decreased defense champions AoE, but neither of them are booked or will be booked anytime soon. I have Vala, who's I was really convinced could be good. She is not. I've determined that after serious consideration, I don't think she's good. And then I fought Fodbor the Bard, another person who I don't think is very good at all. But I'm using for.
Let me have a look at it. I forgot what this guy does. I remember someone mentioned it to me, Fodbor, but I don't know what it was for. Let me see.
Triple hit heal reduction on the A1. He's a Fire Knight champion, right? Triple hit heal reduction. Nice. Single target stun, which is like buff, steal, and stun. I don't know what that is. And then AoE decreased defense. So Fire Knight, I think solid. Outside of that, I don't know, and I'm not even sure
Well,
if he's the right affinity
he
for
could
Fire
be
Knight.
good for if you're trying to push for the Challenger series anyway, not for like average gameplay. But for your Spirit Keep, he might be able to push you towards the
I'd use him
highest stage.
I was using him in Spirit Keep. Not that good. I don't have him built that well. His actually is a little bit low, I think. He's only 5-star. His biggest problem, right?
He's pretty good. I never knew that he could. That A1 is very scrumptious. I would love that. It's like that.
Yeah, scrumptious is good. He's got utility. I don't love him, but like he's filling an appropriate role for me. I was using Hellborn Sprite for my heal reduction previously, so it definitely is.
You got to take everything that I say with a pinch of salt, because remember, this is a series, and I'm trying to sway you off your path here. Max up a bar.
Oh, the mind games! The mind games! No, he just helped me beat Bommal. We're good.
What's that Rain Beast you got there? That's a good 6-star.
Dude, Rain Beast is honestly. This is who I actually want. I would, if I could choose one champion on my account to 6-star with no ramifications, like if it's just a free 6-star, right? Yeah. And it's like instantly happens, no ramifications, it would be Rain Beast. I think this dude is strangely like he's got a weirdly insane kit. It's weirdly insane. Like obviously he's outclassed. He's not that good.
But don't you remember what he used to do back in the day, where he was like the Siffy and you couldn't even kill him?
This is what I'm talking about. Well, this is the thing. It's like he has a revive if he kills somebody. He's got the healing, continuous heals he puts out for days. But this shield is actually kind of massive. Like for faction wars, he's really good.
Your problem is you've been playing too much campaign, right? And you've been facing that Rain Beast, and then you were like, "Damn, that shield it's hard to get through," and like, you've fallen for the trap, man.
It's not even that. It's like I had to use him for my faction wars, and it's just like insanely.
Nah, he's really good for faction wars. Yeah,
that's really where I've enjoyed him. I did pull a Sandlash Survivor recently, but
nice.
Another champion I don't know what to do anything with, so I'm not going to be able to do anything with him. But yeah, it's I have a lot of champions now. I feel like a fair amount of epics, but they're all pretty mid, and like I don't know nobody's really screaming out to be booked up. Like Kunoichi, I was like, oh, I was really excited. Then I realized I need 3 books for the Ally of Protection on top of all the others, and I'm like, that's not going to happen.
It's a really sticky one, like we spoke about over on my channel. Like these decision makings, like especially when you pull someone of the caliber of Maneater, one little pull, like you were mentioning the Caffrey, which I'm sure we'll speak about, but just pulling a Painkeeper or pulling a Seeker, like these champions can just change everything, right? So it's like you're one shard away, but then if you sit there and invest in a full killable team, and then you pull that champion, you'd be like, for God's sake, I could have saved myself so much damn time here, man.
For God's sakes, why did we do this? Yeah, no, 100%. It's crazy. It really is like insane, like how impactful a champion is. Like this is why, like on my account, I would love. You have 2 champions I would absolutely love: Doom Priest and Stag Knight, because I have 0 cleansers on my team. 0. The only one that comes close is Maruka, who has a single target cleanse, which is not helpful to me. But it makes Ice Golem really tough. And then Stag Knight, because AoE decrease attack and decrease defense, things I'm missing. I have Yellow Greena. I'm like, show me anybody that's built her out. She has an AoE decrease attack. And like I said, Vala and Fodbor. And again, show me someone that's built them out for AoE decrease defense. So
you're really looking for that Dr. Pierce / Stag Knight role, right? That decrease attack and decrease defense same skill.
Yes.
Because you don't just want one or the other. Yeah.
Ideally, yeah. I mean, I'd take a Tyrell, but I'd like somebody to have both things in the same kit. Really, really nice, right? That would be game changing for me. And then obviously anybody that can cleanse would be pretty
Doom
sweet
Priest
too.
is like, do you know when I pulled a Doom Priest, right? Some people were like, oh, you should max up this, you should max up that. I was like, guys, there is no better free to play champion than Doom Priest, in my opinion, in terms of cleansing and support, because she's straight out the packet, no books required.
Yep.
Goes into your Clan Boss team, goes into your Eternal Dragon team, your Bommal team to cleanse off stuns. Anywhere in the game where you need to take off these single debuffs, Doom Priest is just so easy with such small requirements. It's like game changing.
She's insane for that. I mean, the fact that she's going to cleanse every single turn is just massive. And you don't need any books. You're right. Plus, you get increased attack. But like, I know, I guess you could get that on another cooldown, but like
I left it. I'm not risking that A1 going up to like 4 books. I'm saving my books for Maneater.
I would mention though, only 5 books too, right? That's the other part.
Yeah.
When you do decide to book her, nothing. Yeah, that's an insane champion. But it's funny you say that, because like I thought I pulled the ultimate free-to-play champion in Vogoth because I've done the exact same thing. His passive works on its own.
It's the very similar thing to Doom Priest. Like, it actually could be a topic for another video we could maybe do, is the best champions that doesn't require books. And I think that there is so many times where there's these rare case scenarios. Like, a good example would be a Madame Ceres. If you're using just for arena and nothing else, one trick pony ability, she doesn't require books to place that decreased defense and decreased attack and buff removals. So there's many champions that, obviously, if you talk about if you're using them everywhere, different story. But if there's particular areas that you just want to, just use them, you can save a lot of books on many champs.
A lot of books that way. Absolutely. You're right about Madame Ceres, right? Because it's 100% chance. It's just the cooldowns that matter. And if you're only using it once in
whereas someone like Rihanna the Conjurer is a different effect to it. It's very similar, but she requires the books. She's just there top row. Yeah.
Is she? Oh, there you go. Thank you.
So she's got that A2, but it's the same as Madame Ceres, but you need books. So it's like very different in that sense.
Yeah, you're right. 100% right about that. Yeah, I think that's absolutely massive.
So when we're putting these champions on the free-to-play, I'm always looking for these Vogoths, all these Doom Priests and Madame Cereses, because it allows me to focus on what my core focus was, at the moment being Clan Boss, while it's actually still getting value from these champions without having to use the books, right? I think it's a very good thing when you're going through the game.
It's a huge thing. That's actually something I hadn't really. It's funny. There's so many new champions. I hadn't thought about that. Allure is another one like that, right? Where
it's like exact same thing. Books. If you just need it for an A1, no books required. And there's many champions like this that could be used straight away.
Yeah, that's a good call. That's a really good call, actually. I think there was somebody else that I had. You mentioned. Somebody that I had to book for my Clan Boss team. But I didn't want to. I really didn't want to book her. But Haikatoon is another great example of that, right? Because like all you really need is this A2. That's really it. Maybe the A3. But 50% to 75% chances.
Do you know what? You can't go wrong with someone like Haikatoon, because I was thinking about doing I don't really need books for my gold grab. Maybe I do. But I feel like just having that turn meter champion on your account is nothing to feel bad about, man, because you can use it absolutely everywhere if you need turn meter boosting.
True. Yeah. I don't mind. That's another thing. It's like there's no problem putting books into somebody. It's just when you have the opportunity, when there's so few books available, and you have, you have to make choices of where do I put them. It's helpful not to have to put them. Like this is.
Did you
I benefited from Claude. I don't need books. I put a lot of them in because Claude's useful with them, but again, it's not like need.
Did you get lucky with your man-eater to just get the cooldown straight away? I don't say you did. Don't rub it in. Did you know what? You missed every other ability. Do you know me? I'm going into the A1, the A2. I've done like 10 books and you just done 2. Do you know what? That's not fair, man.
Yeah, damn. I know. I wish I was that lucky with Haikatoon, but I basically had a booker fully. Just all I needed was one.
Lucky with.
And I'd put everything else in. So frustrating.
I did get very lucky with Stagnite. I avoided everything on his A1 for that decreased speed, all into that A2, and he takes a ton of books. Because I don't really need decreased speed because I pulled a Royal Guard, and that's my decreased speed champion. So,
plus you have decreased speed anyway. It's on the A1. Yeah. It's not like you need to have that high. That's huge actually. That's really big. But yeah, like right now, I have no books in Mordecai. Right, I need that to make him land 100%. I have no books. I have hardly any books into Geo, but like, look how this guy reads. This dude.
Did you know what? There's too many libraries over at Plarium, man. They've just been reading these massive books. They need to relax, man.
A little bit, I feel like. I was trying to get this cool down, but is what it is. But like, I just have a huge need for books and not the.
Do you know what? I want to ask you a question, right? Compared to last year's free-to-play, I'm not sure if I actually asked you this on my channel, but I've been saying to my viewers that I have been enjoying this free-to-play experience with the epics only, with the free Rathalos, more than I did last year. I don't know what it is, but there's something about knowing that you don't have to stress about other people in the series getting a better legendary than you, anything like that. It's just work with those epics. Elva, cough, cough. Last year, I lost the Clan Boss draft to DeadwoodJedi. But I just feel like having the epics actually opens up, like, it took me back to what I loved about this game in the first place, for the Doom Tower, for instance. Like, I never thought it was possible to beat every single rotation nearly in the first 90 days. But literally, I think there's enough time before this series ends to get the first rotation done as well, because we started on rotation 2. And if I can collect all of those avatars, that'd be a massive achievement. It's pretty cool, man.
Dope. I would
but how
say,
do you feel about that?
I don't know. I think it's a little bit half dozen, 1 6 dozen. I mean, like, it's 50-50 thing for me, because like, the cool thing about not having the epic or not having legendaries is it's the challenge is constant, right? It's like constant challenge. The poopy part of it is I do feel like, one, I have to do these fusions. Like, that's just outsized importance, right? Every time somebody gets one of these fusions, I'm just like, oh, such a huge boost for them, right? Like, like Colred has the archer on your team. I know on mine, Pogo, I think somebody else does too, has the queen, right? And I'm just like, oh man, that's so, like, I feel like I'm falling behind there. And then I feel like mostly it's that there's still that, like, keeping up with the Joneses idea. Like, there's still, it's all about perspective. It's all about relative power, right? So it's like, you know, before I pulled Geo, I was like, oh man, Mullet has Geomancer. It's over. He's got the goat, right? Like, I don't know if I'm gonna catch up. You know, like when I pulled Maneater, I was like, oh my god, now it's over. I got the goat. You know, I feel like a lot of times it's relative anyway, and you still have those power champions even in epics. They're just not legendaries this time.
It's like one thing that I would say is, like, compared to the last years, right, in terms of like points and stuff. I know that it's over to like a lot more creators this time, but seeing how close everyone is, it just shows that with those limitations, you can be on an even playing field. Like, the points are very tight. And as we're coming into this final one, you can see where without those legendaries, everything is actually a lot more even than you may think. Like, I did pull on my account a Hefrak, I pulled a Great Hoof Loriaka, I pulled a War Chief. I've got these legendaries in the vault for like after the series ends. But for now, for the full 3 months, I've been having an absolute blast doing this every day. I don't know. I never thought I'd enjoy it this much. Honestly, I didn't.
I've been enjoying this a lot. I enjoyed the last one a lot too.
It was fun until you lose.
It's interesting. I feel like the biggest difference, and you know, I think maybe it has to do with the legendary I pulled last time, was I pulled Elva, and it just made
everything so easy.
Well, it didn't make things easy, but it just made everything doable. There weren't any hard cutoffs, right? And I do feel a little bit right now like that's what I run into sometimes, and I just get frustrated. And then it's like, well, I guess I'm going back to XYZ, right? Like I was doing Nightmare campaign, and super hard. And like, you know, I was like, why can't I get past, like, I'm stuck on whatever stage this is, like the Dreadlands. I just can't do it. I'm like, I don't even know what champions I would need to do this, right? Because just,
you know, I did it 2-star it. I just went 4-man champions, right? And I just flew through to the end, and then I've just slowly, if I got, do you know, before bed when I got like a cheeky 18 energy or something, I'll just do like a little 2-3-star here and there. But I just flew through it for the start just to get because there's speed gear in there, there's gems, there's silver. You want to make sure that you can get these things before the series ends, right?
I'm not gonna lie, I did forget to go ahead and 4-man. I realized that's the problem I was having here. I just didn't bother doing that. You're gonna fly through this now. Easy peasy. Yeah, you're probably right. But I was struggling with the 2-man. I couldn't do it. I'm like, I don't know how to do that, as well, you know? Yeah. And so it just that became a little bit frustrating for me. And you know, it's not a huge deal, right? But I've been playing every day, you know, just like I did last year, and it's been a lot of fun. But the one thing I 100% agree with you on, the points are closer. Competition feels more competition like. Because of that.
Sure, man.
And that part is definitely enjoyable.
We lost it last year a little bit, right? Like, we had our side bet, which obviously I loved a lot. But you know,
the side bet was kind of crucial, honestly.
It was crucial, yeah. If we didn't have that, it was kind of everyone just do your own thing. But I feel like having this, getting to know new creators in the scene, of people that I've managed to connect with, has been amazing. Seeing
that part's been very fun.
Seeing the different champions, because when you actually go through and look at these areas, right? No teams are alike. They're all completely different, and seeing the community getting involved, and I just think it's been so cool for like a collaborative effort over the 3 months.
You know, the other part that's been really cool about it too is I like these individual weekly challenges. I think that's been a fun thing. I know it's fun for us to be able to actually, you know, strategize on it, right? Like, our group We were able to win 2 events. We got second in a third, and then fourth in the fourth one. And we got Clan Boss coming up. But we looked at it and we were like, look, there's 6 events.
Yeah.
Let's take off the prestige. The Clan Boss is the prestige one. But this is tough. Let's not do that. Let's focus on the other 4 and win those. And we were able to do that, right? And that was kind of fun. I wish the points were worth more. So like there was a little bit more impact with that. But like it was very enjoyable. But I feel like those kind of things. We're still going to lose this, by the way. I just want to throw that out there. I don't feel super confident about this. We already lost Rathalos. I don't feel great.
You got this, man. Miscreated Monster's going to solo it.
I have a lot. Miscreated Monsters sold a lot of content for me. A lot of content.
Do you know what? At the start, people thought I was crazy, right? Like, oh, you didn't pick the Mordecai for the Rathalos damage. I was like, listen, if I didn't have Miscreated Monsters, obviously you're different. You pulled about 600, but I didn't. I didn't. When I watched that video, I can't get over it. That thing was just hilarious. I was in tears. But
that was the craziest video.
But for myself, who only has 1, if I didn't have Miscreated Monster, I'm telling you now, I would not have cleared any Doom Tower rotation yet because he's soloing my Scarab King in a toxic set. I just switch it over. Phenomenal for full 100. He's been my survivability for Eternal Dragon. He's been ally protection for all of these floors. Crowd control. I don't have crowd control anywhere else. I got no AoE provokes.
Yeah, same.
This is even Spiders Den. Talk about controlling those spiders with fears as well and the massive shields. So many areas I would have not completed if it wasn't for this champion. And Mordecai 100%. Is like, boosting a bit of damage on Rathalos. I don't even have good gear on him anyway. I don't care.
The problem with Mordecai is that he's good in literally, there's like 3 spots in the game that he's good for and he's useless everywhere else, right? He's great in Hydra. Like great AoE HP burn.
Amazing, yeah.
Hydra. Because he can put it through the poison cloud. A massive ability. Great for spiders, obviously really good for that. Even though he's wrong affinity, he's still really good for that. And then he's really good against the Nether Spider, right? With those 4 little spiderlings in the Doom Tower. But he's good against those 3 spots and like literally useless everywhere else. Miscreated Monster's useful everywhere. There's not one area of the game that he's not good for. And it's just massive. The issue is in this game is the limitation of AoE HP burners. It's, there's Skrank, there's Ultimate Gallic, a Kofta Sid, which none of us are going to get this early on, and then also the Mordecai, right? That's the 4 AoE epic champions. And I was lucky enough to pull out Ultimate Gallic, so I've at least got an AoE burner if I need it. That's huge.
But,
that's huge.
I think one of the things that leads people to that Mordecai decision is because it is so scarce in this game, it could be a very long time since you're guaranteed to get a Kofta Seed, right? You need to do all those secret rooms and stuff. So I don't disagree with it. I just feel like for what we was doing for the Challenger series, I'm so happy that I chose Miscreated over Mordecai for sure.
I feel the same way. I wouldn't switch it if even if I had the option.
Yeah, no way. Yeah.
Like absolutely.
Maybe you would because you're just gonna pull another 10 anyway, so it's fine.
Oh God. I could not believe that. It was such a ridiculous
fame, that one, man.
Oh my God. Well, the crazy part was I pulled literally like 3 days before, whatever. Or a week before, I pulled a Mordecai and Maruka anyway. So it was like on top of what I'd already. Oh man, I'm getting frustrated. Yeah.
it was like Maruka, Miscreated Monster, Maruka. You was having a blast.
Triggered me. You so triggered me right there. Yeah. No, literally the course of that. By the end of that video, I think I had 4 Marukas and 4 Miscreated Monsters. It's like, what am I doing here? That was an awful fight. But yeah, I mean, one of the things I've been really surprised with. This guy has like my same team. Miscreated Monster's been insanely good for Arena too. Like he's just absolutely carried. I have the weirdest team. Like I had no speed lead. I'm just like, I try to be fast with Claude, but he doesn't have his turn. Like it's such a weird team that doesn't really work, But it's it's a sticky one. Where you are right now is like the way, because I got up to gold 5, right? But I'm gonna say it was not easy because I used about 500 gems to get up there. But even though it's a bad decision, at the same time I'm now enabling my Great Hall for the Arbiter missions. So it's like
it's a hit and miss. Like, it did speed up my process a lot, but you know, those one-man defenses, because at this stage right now, what I found was from gold 1 to 3, it's people trying to get up to gold 4 and gold 5. But once you get into gold 4 and gold 5, it's inactive plays maybe, or just one-man defenses. So I can climb a lot easier, from what I noticed anyway. But
no, that's 100%
it's brutal
the way
down there, man.
It's always the way it works. Yeah, it's been rough. I've been in gold 1 for 6 weeks or something like that.
So where are you on your missions then? Are you on that ascend to level 7 bonus? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not even there. I'm still. I got like some potion keeps. I'm on the last leg of it, but it's still in the earlier spots of it. It's just gonna be a while for me. I one of the things, like even on my main account, it took me forever to get through the missions and get Arbiter. I just never liked Arena as much. Never been my like if I can't. The problem with Arena, I find, is that the competition is so scaled towards the quality of your champions, the quality of gear. So it's very, very finance heavy, right? And so if I don't have, I don't mind losing, but if the fights aren't close, it's just frustrating, right? And so I just don't, I don't enjoy that as much. I can't. I want to pit my wit against the opponent's wit, and when I can't do that because there's a gear hurdle or a champion hurdle, I get frustrated with it a little bit. And so
there's this too for me. When I was looking at the progress missions, I was like, there's too many juicy shards there, man. I got blinded by the glory. I was like, I need to get to gold 5 now. Give me that Painkeeper.
I'm not angry at it. Like I wish I had put more effort into it, you know what I mean? But it's just
it's been brutal. I've not been enjoying it. Like I can't beat any actual team. I'm only if I see a one-man Wukong, it's like happy days. Easy 4 gold bars, right? For the Great Hook.
You see gold bars, one-man Wukong. Yes, please. Yeah, that's been the challenge with a lot of this. So,
but this is the brutal reality. What you got going on right here, man, is just
this fight will never end. Maybe if I get really lucky with the Rathalos.
When you're facing a Vogoth and a Vogoth on your AoE attacks, you need to bank on that Rathalos mastery.
It's literally damage. It's literally my team, but they have Syl instead of Rathalos. So mine does damage, theirs does not, but they got all the other juicy stuff.
Here we go. Oh no! Come on.
Misgraded. A1 misgraded. All right.
Oh, there we go. Yes. All right, you win this in about 16-20 hours. You'll be good.
Right. We'll get there. Might take a couple days, but we'll get there. All right. Well, hey, look, let's cut it off here because it's already been half an hour and time runs away from me. Whenever I talk to you, I always forget. Like, oh yeah, we probably should wrap this up at some point here. But hey, man. First off, thank you so much for helping me with Bommal. It is really good to actually talk. I haven't really, chat. I've chatted with some of my teammates, but I haven't had one of these kind of one-on-one talks about the fusion or about the free-to-play. It's been very nice, so I appreciate that. I know my audience enjoys it, and do you have anything you wanna add as we got another dub and are moving to gold 2 here?
I just appreciate you having me on. Long time coming. I know we should have probably done a lot more free-to-play collabs, so my apologies, guys, but we finally managed to get it done before the series comes to an end, and let's not make it another year, right?
Yes.
At least once a month. Make it something a bit regular. Yeah.
I think we should make it at least once a month. I think that it is definitely something we should be doing. So yeah, anyway, thanks again for coming on. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and not much else to say other than go check out YST. Go check out his channel. I mean, you should be doing that already. He's brilliant. He's genius, helped me through Bommal like that. All right, guys, that's all we got. So till next we meet, I'm the Deadwood Jedi.